Python exception handling, try, except, and finally.
Now in this demonstration, we shall discuss more on these exceptions and errors in Python. So here you see, here we are having one try block. A is equal to 100, B is equal to 20, C is equal to A by B. So here we are having one except block, that is the zero division error. So except on this zero division error, and division by 0 is not possible. But here you see the B is having the value which is non-zero. So we are expecting that this particular division, zero division error will not be raised. So let us go for the execution. You can find that this particular code has got not printed. So let us print it. So now if I go on executing, we can find that this 100 by 20 is equal to 5.0. So it is giving the output because there is no error has occurred. But if I make this one, as 0, then obviously the division by 0 is not possible. That means the control is coming directly from this particular line to this except block, and this particular statement is getting printed, which is written under the except zero division error block. So now you can find that whenever one exception is occurring, then from that line the control is coming directly to the respective except block, and the rest part of the code in the try block will remain unreachable and unexecuted. So let us suppose I'm just writing this one in this way. Okay, now if I go for the execution, I'm writing this one as 100, writing this one as 20. I'm getting the required output as well. So now if I go for the execution, you can find that I'm giving the value ABC and giving the value. You see, whenever I'm writing this value ABC, I've given the value ABC, it cannot be converted to the integer using the type conversion method, that is int. So what is the error here? Error is a value error. So that's why I can also go for the value error here. So now I can raise here. So I'm writing one except. The data types are not proper. So I've given this value error here. So now if I execute my code and if I get 100 and then ABC, you can see I'm getting the this particular statement got printed, that is the data types are not proper. So if I execute and if I put ABC at the first, then also it is this particular value error will be caught here. So you see, whenever you are performing this conversion to integer, and whenever I'm giving the input string as ABC, ABC cannot be converted to integer. So that's why the data types are not proper. This particular statement is getting printed because the control is coming directly to this except value error. So it is not going for this zero division error because that exception, that error is not happening. So let us go for say another one. Say I'm going for say I want to have one restriction on this A. So I'm just writing this one. If A is below this 0, that means if A is negative, then I shall have one raise, say I'm going for say a name error, say type error. Okay, so I'm just writing this one, raise type error. So here okay, so now what will happen? See, I'm putting the value 100, I'm putting the value 20, it is giving me the outcome. I'm giving the value minus 90 and giving the value say 16, I'm getting the output that the data is not in range. So in this way also you can raise your type error here. So now I'm doing another check. I'm just going for x by y. You see, x and y, they are not defined here. Then what will happen? If I go on executing, it is asking for the value. So let me give the values. And now it is raising one error, that is the name error. It is raising one error, that is the x is not defined. So that means I should go for another one, that is the name error. So data items are not defined. So that is my respective block I have written, print data items are not defined. So now if I go on executing, so these values I'm providing, no issues, but it is producing the control is coming to this except name error, and this particular statement is getting printed that the data items are not defined. So in this way, in this particular demonstration, you can find that one try block can be followed by multiple except blocks, and depending upon the error type which will be raised within the try block, accordingly the respective except block will be executed and rest part of the try block will remain unreachable and unexecuted. Thanks for watching this video.
A